Welcome back to My Kitchen with Jake. I'm your host, Chef Jake Osborne, and we are hanging out in Lobdell's restaurant. And I'm hanging out with Chef Les of Great Lakes Culinary Institute. And we are talking about the food safety and the way of keeping safe while producing lattes and coffees. So you were just telling me while we were sitting at the bar about your different methods of sanitation with your rags.
Yes.
And I know that they don't look beautiful, but we know that they are covered and they're safe. So let's talk about them. So this rag here, you're using this for surfaces?
For just surfaces right here in front of the grinder. And then this is to specifically wipe down the filter and the grinder coffee-wise. So this is more for spills, this is more for actually just wiping down.
Oh, and it's in action. I love it.
Yep.
All right, so he's making the espresso and he's putting it into the wand that's going to go into the actual espresso machine.
Yes. So this machine doses, so it actually makes a pre-measured, and then Eric right here is measuring it out to make sure it's grinding the right amount of coffee. And then even though Eric's using his fingers, the temperature of the water that's going through the machine is so hot that touching the surface of the coffee grounds is acceptable.
Okay.
And then the tamp or the tamper is being stored on a plate. This is specifically for the tamper, and then this is specifically for needing to wipe down the machine.
Okay, so he's sanitized the tamper immediately after and then wiping down the machine between each one. Very cool. And we're measuring it to make sure that we're first consistent and
it's consistency.
Consistency
That's
across the
exactly
board,
what it
yeah.
is. Because they're learning the consistency piece and around making espresso.
Yeah.
Why do we call it espresso? What does that mean? What's the difference between a latte and a cappuccino and then an Americano? And you want to be able to dose the coffee specifically for the type of coffee you're grinding as well.
Okay. So when we're doing this line, you guys definitely have a flow of food happening.
Yes.
So we've got one chef over here that's taking orders, but not touching any food, correct?
Correct.
And then he's making all of the coffees, and he's making what is
Coffees as well.
Coffees as
so
well.
They both. So Eric is a lead, so training and helping assist training with Matt, who's the student in the class.
Very cool. Very cool. So let's talk about the other touch points that we were discussing. So all of your dairy's in a cooler. This is a cooler as well?
Yes, it's
so
a cooler.
Dairy's below. Very cool. And we're keeping that at 41 degrees.
Yes.
For up to 7 days, right? And you keep them separate, like your allergens versus your dairy?
Yes, so dairy is separate from our non-dairy nut milks.
Very cool. What else would you like to tell me about it?
Well, it's safety for food contamination and allergens, but also safety for using the equipment. You have to be safe and protect yourself when you're using this equipment, especially the steam wand. That gets very hot, so the students learn how to steam that wand clean after each drink, but keeping their hands safe. You've got the grinder. I mean, you've got a lot of things that can go wrong physically too, so they learn how to safely use it and safely clean it.
Yes, steam's one of the most dangerous things in a kitchen. Steam can burn you so badly.
Yeah.
Well, this is absolutely fantastic and such a cool experience, especially with this view. Like, just wow.
Right.
Well, I think we should grab a latte and go look at some pastries. What do you think?
I think so.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll be right back when My Kitchen with Jake continues after this break.